Ansari's family initially was claiming that Ansari was feeling unsafe inside the jail premises. My colleague Abhishek is joining me on the story. Abhishek, we can clearly see the supporters, some of them obviously somehow managed to break through the gates and enter the burial ground. The police is now trying its level best to make sure that the crowd remains under control. A lot of people have now been asked to go back home. The permission was given only to the family members of Mukhtar Ansari.
Well, yes, the permission was only granted to the family members, but in a way, all the supporters who have gathered here are coming from all the adjoining areas. And you see in the visuals, we're showing you the aerial shot, how, uncountable heads for us to understand the kind of support he has got. They all have come from the several parts nearby, from Ahmedabad, from Balia, from Azamgarh, from Mau, and they wanted to participate in this funeral, and that is why they've come here. Now, the process is currently underway inside the graveyard, where at the burial ground, where this last rite are being performed, and in the presence of the family members, the close aid, the close relatives only. And administration has made a point that there should not be any adverse situation, and that is why they were preparing for it from a very long time. And from morning itself, a very heavy security deployment was witnessed, although there were a situation at instance where people wanted to go inside the house or wanted to see the body, but there also the administration and the police officials maintained the law and order and appealed them not to roam around on the streets. Now, what is also very important is we have also witnessed how the district magistrate of the Ghazipur along with SSP are on the ground as well. They are voluntarily participating and, appealing to the people not to mobilize. So that is something which administration was expecting, and the turnout is exactly the same, or I can also say that more than that what they expected, and that is why, it is taking a lot of effort. But you see how heavy security deployment is there, and they are trying to manage the situation. But in a short while from now, not much time is left. The process had already begun. It's currently underway, and in a short while, this will be concluded, and Mukhtar Ansari will finally be buried under the soil at the Ahmedabad graveyard here in Ghazipur. Yes.
Right, Abhishek, we can very clearly see the kind of support that Mukhtar Ansari had. Thousands turning up for the funeral, the police having a little bit of a trouble making sure that people do not go inside the burial ground because the permission has only been given to the family members. But now we are seeing the police has been able to bring the situation under control. Abhishek, we understand some of the Samajwadi Party leaders also reached Ghazipur and then sought permission to attend the burial.
Well, indeed, yes, some of the party leaders have come. We've seen some of them coming in Ahmedabad in the morning, but they were not allowed. They were not given permission. The administration, government is making sure that this whole incident doesn't get much politicized. And yesterday also a lot of, situation was there. Let us show you the visuals again, that how, this big crowd has gathered here. But, we have witnessed one thing, that throughout this incident, when Mukhtar Ansari this cardiac arrest happened, and then Samajwadi Party, the Congress Party, demanding for investigation. Yesterday, a lot of political reactions came in, specifically Asuddin Owaisi, who was targeting the UOP government, saying that how is it possible, and they talk about, having a law and order, but the situation is adverse. So this whole, incident has certainly get a lot of political attraction, but the government constantly making a point that this is, has happened because of a medical situation, the cardiac arrest. He was given the medical treatment, but the family members who kept accusing and has put severe allegations on not providing him the treatment on time. The India Today also accessed the audio clip of Mukhtar having this conversation with his son and daughter-in-law, and where he said that he's not feeling well. He is feeling that he's dying. He said that only from few days from now he may not survive. So that all apprehensions were there. But even in the autopsy report and after the postmortem which was conducted yesterday at the medical college in Banda, the report clearly says that it was a cardiac arrest and there is no substance otherwise. Although the Visra report, that will take time, the allegation of the giving him poison, that takes time. That will take at least 25 to 30 days to come. And if something is there, then it will automatically be reflected. But now today, the administration was prepared for this last rites, and that's why they made such arrangements to, ensure security, to ensure the not much mobilization. But the turnout is indeed much than expected. Yes.
Thank you, Abhishek, for giving us all those details. Now, Abhishek Mishra, my colleague, who's now standing right at the burial ground, giving us an aerial view of the number of people who have gathered for the burial of Mukhtar Ansari. Abhishek, you were also speaking about the fact that the audio clip, which has now in fact gone viral, one can hear Mukhtar Ansari speaking with his younger son, Umar. And in this audio clip, he clearly speaks about the fact that he's feeling unwell. He said he cannot stand, he cannot sit. So this audio clip also, fanned the allegations that the family was making.
Well, yes, Aishwarya, and that is why, family has said that later on as well, that, something is wrong. There is a foul play as well as this whole incident. That's why that call, which was the last conversation of Mukhtar Ansari with his brother, with his son and daughter-in-law, and where he talked about the symptoms he's getting, the kind of feeling he had. He was feeling very weak, he said. He said that he won't survive. He said it would only be the grace of Allah if he survives. But the family, that is why had a lot to say, and that's why they kept on, putting this allegation that something of this has happened. They even said that the authorities did not provide him medical aid. The proper doctor wasn't there, and all that allegations came into the picture. But the autopsy report, as I said, is clearly signifying the cause of death. But as I said, that Visra report will be very significant, and that will take time. If there is any substance which has affected his health, that remains to be seen. But otherwise, this has been made clear by the authorities and by the doctors there. And Banda Medical College, a specific team of 9 doctors conducted this in the presence of the family members, in the presence of the videography which was done. There is also a judicial inquiry has been set up, and Garima Singh is heading it, and she's been given a time of within a month she need to submit the report. So that is also happening. And at the same time, the other picture which we are constantly showing to our viewers of the burial ground where these last rites are being performed. So that is also happening. But, we have seen every phase, every aspect of this story, how it got, very personal with the family, then the political reactions coming in, and now today is the final day when Mukhtar Ansari is buried under the soil here at the burial ground, and that is happening right here in front of our eyes. So in a way, it is an end of an era, an end of Mukhtar Ansari in Ghazipur. He was born here on 3rd of June 1963, and today on today's date, this is the final day, and you see how the people of Mohammadabad and adjoining areas have come here to attend his funeral, and this is the last moment where Mukhtar Ansari is finally being buried under the soil and in the presence of a strict administration and police personnel's deployment to make sure that anything adverse doesn't happen and the things are going on in a smooth way.